Well, there's only about 5 corporations. Disney's one, and Viacom and others. About 5 major corporations, and they have interlocking directorships. They have interlocking ownership. So there's actually a handful of people, and they dominate the media. I mean, everything. I'm not just talking about news. I'm talking about magazines and even billboards and cable and networks, books, book clubs. So a handful of people virtually decide everything we're going to see and hear.
That's sad, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. And I've watched that happen just over my career.
Right.
When I started off in this newspaper in Fort Worth, Texas, it was owned by a local man, okay? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden we were sold to one corporation, then another one, and then another one. And this was because somebody in the government came along and said, the Carter family owned the Star-Telegram in Fort Worth. They also own a radio station, a TV station. So the government comes in and says, that's too much dominance. Of course, at that time there were 2 newspapers in Fort Worth, and there was a plethora of radio stations, and so they said, no, you can't dominate the field. So they caused everybody to break up. Well, the corporations, of course, bought everybody up because individual wouldn't have the kind of money it would take to buy a radio station or a TV station. And then the corporations got bought up by bigger corporations. And then finally, to the point now that we're, like I said, you got a handful of people that dominate everything. And in most cities, almost every city where there used to be, New York used to have 20 or more newspapers. Now they got 2. Fort Worth used to have 2, now they got 1. Dallas used to have 3, now they got 1. Mm-hmm. And so, it's becoming very, very concentrated, and the readers are pretty much at the mercy of what comes down the wire services.
Right.